My life was, to all outward appearances, extremely nice. I looked as if I had a very good life. But I could find myself feeling quite isolated, and I found that people were looking past me.
My wife had become blind, and I had assumed that I would be able to cope with that easily, which was not the case. It caused me some psychological and mental problems.
I was blocked. I knew what I wanted to do, but I wouldn't allow myself to do it, or I couldn't seem to find the energy to do it. The future didn't seem to be shaping up, and it was altogether rather difficult.
It was 60 years that I was living with my wife. When she passed, it was very heavy for me to believe this. I never liked to go out to join my friends, to be in touch with my friends, or to go for shopping. It is better that I stay at home and without any hope.
Even my family didn't realize that I was feeling so bad, and certainly was covering it up. And I went to my GP. She picked up on the fact that I was probably needing some help. I felt the person that I was dealing with was not understanding of me as a person, being an older person. I had to go back and say that it wasn't working. I found that being able to come into this space and talk to somebody who was not jumping up and trying to make it all right, who was not trying to tell me that I had no good reason to be sad, that helped me tremendously.
I was a teacher at a college in central London, and I was coming up to retirement. I asked if I could stay on. The college said, no, you can't. I found adjusting to retirement very difficult. It was almost as if I was going through a period of bereavement, a period of loss. I'd always been quite optimistic, and that had left me. My GP asked me if I was depressed. I realised that she was correct. I wasn't really aware that I was depressed, and apparently this is fairly common. That diagnosis made me realise that perhaps I could regain my optimism and the feeling that life had a purpose. I was referred to a clinical psychologist. I had CBT, cognitive behavioural therapy. I think talking therapies are wonderful. I think the fact that this enables one to deal with a problem that one has, I think is marvellous. I was very happy again. My life was very full, and I was enjoying life so much more.
My partner died about nearly 2 years ago, and I realized that when my life fell apart that I needed some help. Obviously, when you lose somebody who's been in your life for 50 years, your life becomes totally different. Like a lot of people, I don't have any family now. I am on my own. After Maggie died, I needed some help, and I went to my GP, and then he gave me a phone number, which I rang, and I was able to make contact with a therapist. We had some wonderful sessions, very helpful, very good therapist. if you can't discuss it, you'll never resolve any of the things that are in your heart, and you will never be able to get some kind of balance back in your life. I'm doing all the things I used to do with my partner, a lot of it on my own, but at least I'm doing it. I'm out there and I'm doing it.
During these bad times, which was keeping me in house as a prisoner, I received a letter which was telling that, do you need help? This service sent some specialists to help me at my home. I am feeling much better and I am very happy. I hope that I continue my normal life.
I think every time I felt, is life worth living, I knew that I needed help.
We need to spread the word that older people can get help through their GP, or they can go straight to the service itself.
The GP may refer you, but if he does not, you could easily have access to it by telephoning someone who make the arrangement for you.
Markaan la kulmay staff si fiican bay i caawimeen. Waxay i weydiiyeen waxyaalaha dhibaatadan qabo iyo waxaan ugu baahnaa markaas baahida ahaa. Foom bay i buuxiyeen, anagan habi waan ku ahaa, iyagana si fiican bay i soo dhaweeyeen. Dad badan baan soo geliyay oo halkaan ay kaalaya UK dadka i caawintaa.
Very few people of my generation are prepared to admit that they need help. I think that's very sad, and I think there's a need for enlightenment on that.